Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is One Piece episodes 50 and 51. What happened last time?
Oh, the sword thing with Zoro where he got like his two new, one cursed and one just like super expensive fancy sword. That was really cool.
And we met not Kuina
Yep.
as well. We're also corrected, it's technically Log Town, I guess. I don't know how they pronounce it. I'm probably gonna end up saying Logue Town. But it's Log Town, like the epilogue and the prologue, as in the end and the beginning.
I like that a lot. That's really cool. I like that.
I bet if One Piece ever comes to an end, it will come to an end in Log Town. We shall see what happens this time in Log Town arc of One Piece. Yeah, last two episodes were probably our favorite episodes of the whole show by far, and this is starting out really nice, and really excited to see what happens. So leave a like and subscribe. Check out other videos on the channel. Really good way to help YouTube know that you like our stuff is when you finish one video on a channel, go immediately watch them on the channel. So that's a good way to do it. You can also check out our other channel, BOLDcast, our main channel, where we react to other stuff other than One Piece. You can check out our Patreon, where you can get uncuts for both One Piece on this channel and the stuff on the other channel, both for the same value.
Great deal.
Huge bargain over at patreon.com/BOLDcast. 2 weeks ahead on One Piece uncut, 1 week ahead on edited reactions. Other than that, we hope you enjoy the reaction. Let's go. Apparently also they said this is a cover of a Eurobeat song, which makes sense why it sounds like Initial D.
Now don't look this time.
Mahiro no Geto.
What?
Are they assembling like a really badass daddy?
Oh.
Are they assembling like kind of like a mirror crew to our crew? We got the guy with the devil fruit power, we got the person with the swords, we got a guy who's like a gunslinger dude. Are we gonna see a karate person? Carol. Masterson. Because something was more important than career advancement. His wife, Carol.
Or is his daughter, Carol?
Or his daughter, Carol.
His wife and
Didn't he
daughter.
say his wife?
He said your daughter will be out on the street, and then he said say hi to Carol or whatever.
I don't know. I know he said, you know, now you mentioned, I know he said daughter, but like Carol sounds more like a wife name.
So you're automatically like at least 35 if you're named Carol.
Yes, I thought of Carol from The Walking Dead. I love this guy is literally just Clint Eastwood. He's just the outlaw Josie Wales. So much crime.
I know. These guys tried bringing guns to a gunfight. That one guy even brought a sword. What an idiot.
He's got a cigarette. The parent?
How do you even have money for that?
Did Kaya give him money?
Maybe. He forgot to get like bullets. Oh, goggles. He spent all his money
on a bunch of junk.
I bet Nami's gonna tell him that
all of it. Top class sniper like, that even says it's a sniper. What?
Like he's gonna show Luffy, and Luffy's gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" And then Nami's gonna be like, "Yeah, you got scammed, bro." He has no money left.
Carol, I bet.
Oh.
I wonder if she's gonna do karate. Old.
What do you want those goggles for?
I bet she's getting them for her dad.
Mm.
It's very ornery.
As you scream out.
Yeah.
A $30 million bounty, you say?
He just loves her so much.
She's like clearly so incredibly spoiled. Like, look at all her clothes that are super fancy.
And how mean she is.
Yeah.
Are they gonna have like a Western shootout? You fucking idiot.
Except you don't. He doesn't even. That's the best part.
He's part
He's
of a
gonna be like,
pirate
look,
crew
look, I'm
who
right
does.
there.
This guy's a sharpshooter. He's probably got good eyes. He's probably gonna see Usopp's head. Yep. You just fully outed your whole fucking team.
He's gonna try and turn around and run away, and then he'll recognize the back of his head.
Oh, now you're picking a fight? Oh my
Oh,
God.
so he's here. The guy with 30 million on him is here.
Don't hype him up on a fight with Luffy. I need that money to pay for my for my daughter's college. I bet that they're their adopted family, and they got a really sad story that brought them together.
Or his wife died. Because he like went after someone too powerful, and then they came back and retaliated against him.
Yeah, some
That's
foreshadowing.
why he's only going after like low-level guys. You don't have any money. Yeah, why are you pushing your luck like that?
Don't use your enemy's pistol in a duel. Holy shit!
Everyone in this town is like, they have their thing, and they have a million of that thing strapped all over their entire body.
It does make sense with his pistols, though, because the only person who's had, like, cartridge-style ammunition were, like, I guess, did the fucking fighting chefs have something like that with their little pod? But it was Don Krieg. Everyone else is using flintlock pistols, which is characteristic of pirates and shit, so it makes sense. You have, like, 50 of them that you just, like, bam, throw it away, bam, throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's gonna mention his dad,
Oh, God.
and then this guy's gonna be like, I dueled that fucker. He was a real prick.
Right next to the graveyard.
I think it's just convenience that his, he's like, meet me at the graveyard. Why? I don't know. It's just faster.
Usopp's like, I've never actually used a gun before. Usually use a slingshot.
He's usually a pretty good shot when the chips are down. Often by accident, but, you know, he is a good shot. Better than the best gunslinger in the East Blue. I'm not sure about that, but...
He just needs to not shoot and be like, I could never take a parent from their child, or something like that.
Oh. Coward. Coward, Usopp. This is your whole fucking arc, and you just did that? Your whole arc about not being a coward?
Worst duel ever.
Not that I expected him to literally die in this duel, but I'm saying, like, his whole thing was about trying to not be a coward, and then he just ran away from it.
He's always gonna be a bit of a coward.
Yeah.
I think he would have killed you already if he wanted you to.
Alright, this doesn't make sense. Are you sure you guys are worth 30 million?
Yeah, wow, advertising her money. She's like, okay, I'm not helping you anymore.
I knew it. Called it. Because he talks about his son all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe drinking buddies? Maybe rivals?
That day.
Anohi. It's gonna be full-on Western. Ensign.
The one time that he ever lost a duel or something like that. Oh, or did they shoot each other's bullets?
Damn. Does he have it written on his forehead? I thought it was hit a headband. They both like grazed each other.
I was just laying on the ground, like...
Yeah, he's accepting his death because it's, you know, it's more honorable to die than to be helped. He took the locket?
Oh, is that that's the same gun that he just gave to Usopp in the fight?
Development. Usopp is just gone.
Yeah, so you didn't love your son? No, that has no. I just had better things to do, honestly. Like, way better things, way cooler things, yeah.
There's nothing I can do for my son.
That's why this guy really settled down.
Very interesting. Who's the monster? Who's the real monster? That's why he's just catching low-level crooks. That's really, it's, yeah, exactly. It takes a lot more bravery to admit when you're wrong, when you lost.
It's like, I don't want to do a life or death match with you, to be honest. I just want to kill you right now. Okay. I feel like it's not fair to do a life or death match.
They're doing a competition. Little training arc before moving out to the, oh. Oh, shit.
Damn. Turns, like, straight on.
Don't take me so lightly. Did you see the stitching on the background? That was weird.
Oh.
Oh. Holy shit!
Damn.
I thought everyone else didn't see it, but he immediately was like, whoa.
So
Stop calling him
I know. The goggles.
that. How his voice changes. Exactly.
What a great guy.
What?
For 10 years?
Was he maybe a cook on her ship?
That would be crazy.
Did we see the ship that he was on? I thought we did. I didn't think that was Alvida's ship. It makes sense. Maybe that's why she was so fat. She had fucking Sanji cooking for her.
I thought it was like in this it was like a
It was a cruise ship. Yeah. What if she was like a guest on the ship and then tasted his cooking when he was a kid and was like, who made this? 10 years. Or maybe it's just a different woman, but
Yeah.
it sounded like it was probably her.
someone that like came to his restaurant 10 years ago.
Yeah, maybe just that.
Or well, maybe not his restaurant, but yeah.
What do you think of that one?
What a great episode.
I love Daddy
Like, it's just
Masterson.
keep being good. It's so funny. I love that whole episode. I love all of the backstory. I love with YASOPP and like the duel, and then like how it all. Yeah.
Carol was funny.
Yeah, Carol was funny.
I like again, it's like this. There was a lot of like Usopp gags and stuff, and yeah, it was just very like it was the episodes. These episodes and the last episodes and the end of the Arlong arc and everything just has been feeling a lot more fluid from a pacing perspective. They've been really well paced recently, and I
Yeah.
really like it.
Even when we're staying just like on one character almost the entire time, it still just like feels like it's
Feels like we
feels
start
really
somewhere
good.
and we get somewhere by the end. You know
exactly.
what I mean? Yeah. Awesome.
And we get some backstory. We're getting a lot of new characters introduced, but it all just feels like really natural. And I really liked it. And I like the ratio of backstory to like present time is really good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we again get sort of more commentary on like the Navy versus pirates and the whole philosophy there. And yeah, when you catch us, you kill us, but you know, it's not like our way exactly. So
It's the honorable
interesting.
thing to kill
And then
me.
he stopped being a Marine after that.
Now he's a bounty hunter and he just makes as much money as he needs, and that's it.
Yeah, and he's not obligated to take Usopp in. That's the difference. Like, he can make his own choices. He's free to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Good episode. Banger. I do wonder, like the only thing for predictions is like I do wonder if there is going to be like another big confrontation when they try to leave, and there's like all we're missing is like a karate person and like a thief.
Just so
far we're matching people for like everybody's gonna have like their own sort of challenge to overcome.
Yeah, well, Sanji's gonna have something coming up with either Alvida. Or whoever this is.
Yeah. Is it just gonna be Alvida and Buggy? Like to fill out the rest of the thing? Maybe.
Could
maybe it won't even be this. Maybe it'll just be like individual.
It's gonna be so like it could be like this thing with Sanji could be someone else, and then we could get like you know, Nami doing something specific, and then the fight with Luffy versus Captain Smoker again, and then like maybe things.
Maybe they're not even setting up for like a big battle. I have PTSD from every other arc.
Well, there's
where,
gonna
like,
definitely be a battle with Luffy and Smoker because
Probably.
he needs to prove himself in order to like get out of here.
But like so far, what they're doing here, as far as this arc, it seems like they're just like they're stopping off and suiting up and getting some extra training before they go out into the great unknown. And so, you know, Usopp got this reconnection with his past and sort of reconnected with his dad in a weird way, and like got some insight there, and then proved himself as like a good shot and like got a little more confidence there. Sanji got not Sanji, I always mess him up. Zoro got his new swords. That's a big upgrade. Luffy learned about Gold Rodger, but maybe there'll be something else there.
Still more.
Sanji's got more. I bet we're gonna get that with Alvida, and
Nami.
And then Nami. I wonder what Nami's thing is gonna be.
She's been shopping away.
She's
I
been
can't
shopping.
wait till Usopp gets told that all of the stuff that he bought is completely fake and he just wasted all of his money. But I just feel so bad for him because it's like
watch them say that, and then it will come in handy when they get attacked or something.
He just fell into the worst tourist trap of all time.
Yeah.
Like he literally was the guy who never even went outside his village until he was like an adult, basically. He just stayed there in his tiny little rural small town with like no interaction from the outside world. And then he left, went to like a big tourist location and immediately got swindled out of all of his money.
Yeah. All right, next episode. Leave a like and subscribe. Quick reminder, do that. And enjoy the reaction to this next one. Let's go. Am I crazy, or did YASOPP have a headband with his name written on it?
Maybe he has both.
Maybe he has a tattoo on his forehead of his own name.
Yeah, and a headband too, so that if he wants to wear a headband, he's not covering up the tattoo, you know.
Is it not Alvida?
Crazy dripped out outfit in just the middle of this town. Oh. They do they?
What is this fucking mob psycho one? What the hell? This is anime canon as well, I think.
Mm.
Ooh, gross.
She's challenging him to a duel.
Well, she's not even gonna be good.
Someone just published an article about him.
Baratier. Goes back to reading it. This town's definitely an exciting place to live.
I was like, he's been at one place the entire time. I don't know what you're talking about.
It wasn't this crazy exit, she was just fucking stupid. What a weird lady. Yeah, I wouldn't either. That sounds dumb as hell. Buggy.
Yeah, you're looking so hard right now. Yeah, and I feel like there's a billion better disguises than just a cloak.
I love the joke of he's always upset about his nose, but he can take it off anytime he wants, but he just doesn't.
They like combined like this idea with the Baratier in like how he doesn't have any money.
Mm-hmm.
Again. Oh, is that money just gonna fall off and then he's just gonna pick it up off the ground and pay for it, and then Buggy won't have any money?
He's gonna smash the fork and the... He's gonna be like, wait, I didn't mean to do that. What? Richie, get after him.
Yeah, Richie, you didn't even notice?
He
I thought you were
noticed.
on guard duty. I thought you want to be Captain Richie. What's this attitude?
Never be Captain Richie with that attitude, Richie. Richie! Damn it, Richie!
Oh no, now maybe he'll cook now after he gets inspired by all this fish.
They look so dissatisfied, but not in a like, I'm gonna die way. He looks like he's remembering a lost lover.
Oh, it's gonna be like this epic fish that he's gonna wanna get. This is just almost the all blue, you know? You can catch anything.
Is it like a kabuto beetle head thing? Elephant bluefin tuna.
Quite impressive.
That's incredibly impressive. Somebody give this man the fish. He'll cook it for everybody in
Spend your
town.
life savings on this fish right now.
You literally have the best chef. It exists. It really exists.
It's cute.
See why they call him elephant. It's gonna be. You'll have to turn yourself in if you want to buy this fucking fish. Who's it for?
Oh, a prize in the cooking competition?
Now he's gotta compete. Pull up, Sanji. Yeah. This is gonna be epic. Very exciting.
Your feet up on the counter. That's disgusting.
I love how he bounces between like annoyed by her and like doesn't
Yeah.
really give a shit about her presence to worshiping her.
Exactly. It's like when he can't see her and isn't distracted by her, he's like, no, I don't really care. It's gonna be like chopped. Like they all get a box.
Oh. Judge is drunk as shit. Shu the lizard. Coli?
I don't want to eat the food that guy made.
Yeah, everybody say a prayer for the judges. Montage. Just straight to the finals against Carmen, I suppose. All right.
I love the Pokemon is not affected. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like they're actually fighting. Oh, I love the cracking 2 eggs at once. Mm-hmm.
damn.
Whoa.
Oh.
Is that food all hers, or is it seems like he's just cooking a regular, like,
He
a
had
regular
like a
meal.
thing too, yeah.
But it looks like she's doing like a whole buffet spread. Oh, no, they both did a bunch of shit.
First, I need to do an elaborate dance. Surrender. What? In the last 10 days, I've never trained so hard.
Am I crazy, or did she say 10 years last episode?
She did, and then the guy said it hasn't been that long. She's being dramatic.
It has.
What? Oh.
It has been that long. I hate these little bastards. Can't have the romantic moment with this lady. I wondered if we will ever see her again.
I don't know about that.
Badass.
Oh my god, when did it get that big?
Yeah. I knew it was big. I didn't think it was that big.
Maybe those other guys were just absolutely ginormous. Imagine if it tasted bad.
I'm thinking it might. I think it might just be not great. It'll rain. Oh no. Is that fucking Rodger's ghost?
Oh god. This doesn't look very flashy to me.
It's gonna be a huge brawl in the square.
Oh. He died here!
Dun, dun, dun,
He says with like a huge smile on his face.
Good episode. I liked it. Carmen's a little over the top, but I think it's funny. And yeah, she was just like admiring him from afar, and then saw him and wanted to reconnect, kind of. Was just very inspired by him as a young lass. I wonder, let me check a filler guide to see what the deal is with this, because I heard anime canon, but our relationship to anime canon is kind of strained as a concept since we dropped Boruto. I don't know if this is a similar thing to that One Piece.
Or if it's like actually anime canon. If it's like
if it's just filler and everyone's saying it's anime canon, because like, or you know, there's really no difference when you break it down. But oh yeah, anime canon, and last episode was technically as well. Damn, this one felt a lot more extra than that. Like last one felt a lot more congruent with the rest of the with like the style of the series. This one does too, but I
think Carmen was just a little bit of a weaker character.
Definitely, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess, well, you know, whatever. I liked both these episodes.
I don't care regardless. It's
yeah,
just,
I don't care.
I guess just like
I'd be willing to watch more stuff like this. Like that's you know, it feels like the problem with Boruto anime canon was that it clearly felt like Boruto's character completely different, like entirely neutered, just a copy paste of Naruto, but without any of what made Naruto fun or funny or like none of that edge to him, none of the cool factor, just very manufactured shit, and it just felt very not congruent with like what was going on in the main story. And this feels very attached to like what was actually going on, and it wasn't a big
like
arc.
Extra of like what's already there. It's believable. And even if it's not like super like a ton of character development or like really pushing the story forward, it feels like it belongs and not like, oh, we had nothing else to do, so we just like did this like trash that is bad, you know, like it, you know, yeah. Which makes me interested in like the stuff that's like actual like filler, like whether that's like this or whether it's like this is like good, so it is anime canon. It is like because it's congruent, because it's like something that wasn't in the manga but is like really congruent with the story and like it possibly brought up again later or whatever.
Yeah.
And then maybe like the filler. I'm not sure, obviously, because we're so like new into this, and have had like varying experiences with other things.
It seems like this, yeah. It seems like just the production, like compared to, especially like comparing it, I guess, to Boruto and even later Shippuden. And I imagine if there, I guess, yeah, there is no like filler arcs as much like later into One Piece, but like when I think back at a lot of the filler arcs in our Naruto experience, I know people hate it when we compare series, but like we just will. They're very comparable. They came out around the same time. They're in the same genre. They're written by peers in their industry, so it makes sense to compare them, even if you don't like it. But what was I even saying? It's just a lot of the filler in Naruto, and we'll see once we get to the next filler arc, because in the couple episodes there's going to be a filler arc. I think we'll check this filler arc out and then see what the real factor. Yeah, the real factor is like if we don't mind watching it, and like, you know, because One Piece is a lot more chill, like we've talked about a lot than Naruto. Like what Naruto felt very much like the filler was impeding like getting to the next big arc where like something big would happen. In this, because one, it's also so long, and just the whole vibe of One Piece is much more chill. Yeah. Like I feel more chill with just chilling out.
Yeah, I don't feel like, oh, I have to see the exact next thing that happens right now. Yeah. It's like, it's not like, oh, Naruto, like,
I'm not in a hurry,
was doing this like thing that has like a clear path forward, and the next thing is like almost right there, but then there's this other shit that no one cares about. It's like in this, because of like the more like and maybe that would change like at certain points in the story,
and we'll get guidance for that. Yeah,
but it's like
more
about whether or not we're enjoying it, because there are certain, even Boruto fillers like the Chocho arc, that people got so mad that we watched and said like this is garbage, but it was better than like most of the manga stuff from Boruto. So
definitely most of the other like anime canon arcs that people like thought, oh, this really ties into like the whole, it's so much character and world building. It's like all it does is give one line that sets up the villain that's going to be defeated within 5 episodes, and sets up an extraneous fake backstory to this villain that already is supposed to be mysterious and didn't have like this previous thing for a reason, because it's more effective to building them up to not have this weird backstory and knowledge about them. So having this anime canon arc doesn't actually build anything up because there's a reason why this wasn't in the manga. It wasn't because they didn't have time. It's because the story doesn't need this bullshit. In Naruto, it's Naruto as a series has always been a lot, like, it always felt like it was striving to be a really tightly written series. One Piece doesn't feel like that as much. Like, it feels like there are times when it really hits and it really has that tension and that torque to it. But it doesn't feel like it's trying to do that. It feels way more relaxed and confident, like we said earlier on in the series. So I'd be open to watching more filler, but it depends. One, if we're liking it, we can, if we're all right on it, we can we can, you know, just ride it out. And if there's something that we could take from it, like say if this filler arc isn't as good as like the last one, or I wish we could just get back to the canon arcs. But if we're going through one and we feel that way, we'll probably just ride it out and just, you know, whatever, as long as the views aren't like terrible. Because like, you know, if people want to see us watch it, despite us, like, you know, maybe we're feeling lukewarm on it, or we have stuff to say about it, but we're not feeling super positive about it, people are cool with that and they like watching the reactions related to that, then we'll keep going with it. But if people really just like, because what happened also with Naruto and Boruto was like, people be like, you have to watch this arc, you have to watch this filler arc. It's like, you don't believe how good it is. It's like, it adds so much to it. And then we'd watch it. Not only would it be shit, but also nothing substantial would happen, and people wouldn't watch the reactions. So then it was just like, we're just putting the actual story on hold, and nobody even wants to see what we're putting on hold for.
It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't thing, where it was like, if we did watch it, half the time we wouldn't like 3/4 of the time actually we wouldn't like it, and no one was even like thankful that we watched it.
Exactly,
all the comments were like, why did you watch this? But then if we skipped something, then all the comments would be, why did you skip this? So
it all comes down to our enjoyment, and you know, if we are going to, you know, take a chance on it, it's what, like, if the views are still there, then we'll be more likely to take a chance on it. Not that that's our main goal, but like, you know, if there's something to be gained, we can suffer through stuff that we don't necessarily like for a greater purpose.
We'll like it.
But hopefully we'll like it. Yeah. So we're gonna check this one out, and that will kind of gauge, and the response will kind of gauge how we handle filler arcs the rest of the series, or at least for the foreseeable future. Because I think there's a couple filler arcs, and then at some point in the series they just start really fucking with the pacing, and that's a whole different can of worms. We won't have to deal with that for some time. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Is there anything else to talk about? I just liked Sanji's backstory and all the stuff they added to him. I liked just not fighting, like not being a fight thing, not being like, you know, we had a bunch of big like info dump things and like learned a lot of stuff to theorize. I really like reconnecting with Sanji's backstory. And it's the same thing with Usopp's story last episode.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's why I like it, because I like reconnecting with the characters after each arc. Like in the previous one, like there was moments where it's like, oh, now we're like getting back to this character. We're like reaffirming that, like in the fights with the fishmen, where it was like, oh, Usopp is like going off and like kind of like reaffirming his stance and his backstory. And I like that we keep, like, I feel like if it wasn't done as well, it could feel repetitive of like, okay, I know Usopp is like a scaredy cat, or I know Sanji is like this. I don't need to be reminded. We just heard about it. But I feel like it's not harming anything. It's not making me less invested in the characters. It's making me more invested in the characters, and I just want to see them do more, you know?
Yeah. Alrighty, we're gonna move right along. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, check out other stuff on the channel, check out Patreon to see next episodes right now. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.